will be. I think if you really want to give rooting a try, that you really should probably watch somebody or take a class with somebody who's really great at it. If you're going to learn the right way. I learned to do this little bit of rooting from him at Custom. I'm looking, making sure I have the right needle. I'm going to be using a 42 single barb. I learned this style of rooting, and it's a modified version of what she does. She does something that's called root from the loop, and she basically pushes hair in like this onto the baby. I'm basically doing the same thing, I'm just not holding it that way. And I'm rooting from the center. I tried it and I liked it and it works for me. Now, if I want to be a master rooter, this is not the direction I want to go, but I don't plan to be. I'm just basically rooting for a little bit of softness. That's my entire goal. This isn't supposed to look super realistic. That is kind of light. I don't know. I'm going to keep going. I should have done the front first so I could see what it looked like. I don't want it to look like she has a really bad dye job. I'm going to go up here before I invest any more of my rootings in my hair. So that's kind of how it's going to look. And here it is up here. It doesn't look bad, but I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing. Tell you what, I'm going to keep going. Anyway, it will be what it will be, and I hope it turns out lovely. And again, I'm just going to go super sparse, so after I'm done doing this, I am going to go inside and Mod Podge the hair in there to seal it up in the eyelashes. I'm going to put magnets in everybody. That is after I've made sure that everybody's hair and lashes are the way I want them to be. And then I'm going to gloss up lips and toenails, that kind of thing. And I'll pop in here every once in a while and give you a peek at what I'm doing. And then we'll get these babies done and photographed. My goal is to get everybody photographed this weekend by hook or by crook. I don't care if I have to get up at, well, actually I can't. I have to wait for the sun to come up. But I'm going to do my best to get everybody photographed this weekend and start posting babies on Monday. And I'll post to Etsy first. Just because like I said, they let me post as many as I want. Reborns only lets me post one every 24 hours. So if the baby doesn't sell within 24 hours, I will put it on Reborns. And I'm not sure what the market's like right now. I have not been listing babies. I mean, I had like 1 or 2 babies listed from a while ago. I think I only have 1 cuddle baby up right now. I don't know. I don't know how in this current environment how things are going with baby sales and all that good stuff, but my babies usually don't take very long to sell. So if there is a baby that you really like, I would probably just keep an eye out. I am going to be listing a Rosalie, a Yale, a Mick, and those babies get adopted really fast. I'm not like trying to create some kind of weird energy. I'm not trying to push babies on anybody, but I know a lot of people are waiting for certain sculpts and I don't want them to miss it if that's what they're waiting for. Alrighty, I'm going to work on this for a bit. I think that's actually going to work. I think I'm going to be able to pull it off because it's the right brown. It's in this brown family, and I think it's going to look good. All right, I will come back when she's done. I just got all the babies rooted, and I cleaned up my hair drawer. I thought, you know what? Maybe I'm going to share what's going on here. But I have a big cabinet, and this is one of the drawers in it, and it's hair. I'll show you what I have. I don't have a huge collection because, again, I'm not like, you know, a great rooter. I don't, you know, do custom rooting. I don't do full heads of rooted hair. I don't micro root. I just kind of get by. I root like a caveman. This is hair that's ready to go. I do have another one of these with unprocessed mohair. But let me just show you what I have that's readily available for me to use, because when I was looking for mohair in the beginning, I was just looking for something cheap because I didn't know what the heck I was doing and I didn't want to waste a bunch of money. So what I did was I bought from Bountiful Baby, and let me show you that. I know I have some here. I have it in different colors, but I will show you this one. This is blonde. Now this isn't terrible hair. I know a lot of people hate it. It's kind of one of the most least expensive mohairs that you can get, I think. And I like their blonde because it's shiny, it isn't too frizzy, and it's really straight. So if you want to do straight hair, Bountiful Baby's ruby red mohair, this blonde is kind of cool. I don't like any of the other colors. I like this one though, and I have a stash of it. And I do it when I do kind of a lighter hair baby. I'm looking. I didn't use this on any of the babies I did this week, but this is what it looks like. It's a little bit, it's not as fine. This particular color isn't frizzy. So that's that, and it comes in this length. I don't know what that is, like 5 inches maybe. It's perfect. It's good for doing eyelashes or a light baby. It's not horrible. If you're a beginner, that's a good hair to buy. And then the next step up was I was buying mohair from Dolls by Sandy. It's Sophia's Heritage. I have a lot of this light brown. I'll pull one out so you can see it. Because I rooted a big baby's head and I had leftovers. I ordered too much. You can see how this is a bit frizzier. Now, it's just kind of the way it's packaged. This combs out just fine. This is great for eyelashes, and if you're beginning rooting, and if you're just top rooting, I think that's cool. It's nice. I liked it for a long time because I didn't know anything else. And when I told people I was using it, they couldn't believe it. They were saying, that's what that is? I don't think so. And I'm like, yep, that's what it is. Now, the cool thing is when this is like wet and set on a baby's head, it looks great. But when it dries, it tends to get that kind of frizzy-ish vibe. I think you know what I'm talking about. Here's a darker brown. It gets kind of fuzzy, but I groom all my babies with that kind of wet look with a little bit of mohair conditioner and a little bit of hair gel. I like the wet look. Here's their black. And I use this black just for lashes. I do make a curly, and it looks like this. It's almost like crepe hair. It's a notch above crepe hair. This is kind of what I would, you know, what you'd see like on some vintage dolls that have mohair. So if you're redoing a vintage doll, that's perfect. What else do I have in here? Oh, I just have some other curly hair that I made myself. I'm actually gonna do Joanna in this hair. It's super curly, but not like super textured. It's just really, really curly and soft. This is just mohair that I I bought it raw. I processed and dyed it myself, and I'm not using it right now because the tinge, and I know this looks like, you know, like an old dreadlock or something. Trust me, this combs out really beautifully. It's just that it's taken in and out of bags and it gets a little tangly. But this color to me had a little bit of a slight greenish tinge, and I'm not liking it. And so what I'm going to do, and I think it's because the original mohair had a little bit of gold in it, and then this was an ash brown, and I think that has a little blue, and so it got that little greeny color. I will buy some dye that has a little bit of red in it, you know, a little bit of brassy, and I think it'll pop that out really easily. So that's just kind of there. And then some people are curious about human hair. Now, you can tell right away it's human hair. It is heavy. You probably don't realize it. And I know a lot of people who have like really thick long hair, they're like, oh, my head, the hair is so heavy. Or they get headaches because of their ponytail or their top knot. Human hair is heavy. It's thick. And the interesting thing is, and I'll pull it out for you. My friend Sammy, who has very thin hair, she has very beautiful hair and she's a very beautiful woman, but she has very thin hair, and she got her hair cut into like a bob, and they put her hair in a ponytail before they cut it, and she gifted it to me, which I think was pretty cool. Look at that. Those are her natural highlights. Isn't that beautiful? And this was her whole head of hair. That's how thin her hair is, but still it's thick and heavy. You know, it's heavy stuff. And this, I'm not going to say who it is, because she is actually a super awesome reborn artist. And a long time ago when I first started, she cut off her long hair and I bought it from her. I offered to buy it and she sold it to me. And I bought it, and I was gonna root a toddler, the Gabriel toddler, but I didn't. I ended up using curly hair, my curly hair that I made, and made her kind of a mixed AA baby. So I still have that for another toddler. I wouldn't root a newborn with this. This is much too thick and heavy. Turn me on to Go Baby hair, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It doesn't come very long, so you would have to be aware that it's maybe about 4.5, 5 inches. But this is their light brown, and here's a baby brown. This one is so pretty. I love this one. I had 2 bags of this and I used one. The only thing I didn't like about it is it had a lot of curl, so you have to want to do a curly headed baby for that. And you'll hear a lot about Delta Dawn. Some people love it, some people don't love it as much, but I've never heard anybody say they didn't like it. That doesn't mean they don't, that just means I've never heard anybody say they didn't like it. And it is super nice. I have this blonde wavy that is so nice. And here is a Delta Dawn. I have 2 of these. Again, it looks like, you know, doesn't look very impressive when you look at it, but this is gorgeous hair. It is so well conditioned. That's why it's kind of clumped like this. It's super conditioned. This is straight, and it roots so pretty. And it's a lot more money, but it is so worth it. And this is, gosh, I can't remember the name of the company. I think it's Motique. Hairtique, Motique, I can't remember. I just wrote Hairtique on these. I got a ginger. I've never made a ginger baby, and I want to, but I wanted it to have pretty hair. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's so gorgeous. I can't wait. And I hope nobody is offended by my use of the word ginger. I think it's a pretty way to describe somebody with, you know, strawberry, blonde, or red hair with a lot of red in it, or orange. This, here's a dark brown. Her hair is so beautiful, and she packages it so nicely. It's just so it's just done so well, and it's so soft. This is just hair that I have dyed in different colors. I'm actually going to use this on mermaids, and then I have some raw mohair in here that I've had for a while. It's so pretty. I'm going to probably use that on mermaids too. It's a big investment, and this is the Go Baby medium. On look at these crazy eyelashes. I haven't trimmed them yet. I'm just waiting for them to dry on Joanna. So I just thought I'd share if it's helpful or not. Have a super great day. I'll see you guys in a little bit. We're gonna assemble those babies.